Jennifer Joas is live in Hartford near some highways that are about to get a whole lot busier in the days to come. Jen, good morning.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning to both of you. You know, this message from doctors, it's not coming from a place of trying to scare people. They're basically just saying, you know, you love your family, you want to see them for the holidays, so you also want to just think about protecting those who are at risk from getting even sicker from some of these viruses. And the doctors also suggest that if you feel sick, that, you know, you go to an urgent care or you test at home for COVID if you have a test at home, just to be safe and just to know what you have before you potentially gather together for the holidays. Also, if you're going to be getting on an airplane or maybe a train, just confined places with a lot of people, you might want to consider wearing a mask as well. Live here in Hartford, Jennifer Joas, NBC Connecticut News. Back over to you.
Okay, Jen.
From doctors on how we can make sure we stop the spread, Jen.
Hey, good morning to both of you. You know, thousands of people will be traveling on these roads to go see their families for the holidays. And unfortunately, some of us might be coming home with more than we bargained for. You might be catching a cold or a virus. In the CDC clinic, you know, in urgent care and test for the flu. And also, if you're going to be in really confined spaces like public transportation, you know, airplanes, you might want to consider wearing a mask. Live here in Hartford, Jennifer Joas, NBC Connecticut News. Back over to you.
Advice on this, again, as people are going to be taking to the roads, Jen, in the coming days to make it to their holiday destinations.
That's right. Good morning to both of you. You know, this message from doctors, it's not coming from a place of trying to cause panic or to scare people. They're simply saying, you know, you love your family, you're probably going to gather together for the holidays, and you just want to think about protecting those family members who are more at risk for getting sicker from some of these viruses. You know, now doctors are also suggesting that you test for the flu or COVID if you can do that at home or at an urgent care if you're starting to feel many of those symptoms. And if you're getting, you know, in an area that's very confined with a large group of people like an airplane, you may want to consider wearing a mask. Live here in Hartford, Jennifer Joas, NBC Connecticut News. Back over to you.
Okay, Jen, thank the holidays. NBC Connecticut, Jennifer Joas is live in Hartford, where, Jen, those highways behind you are going to get real busy in the days to come.
Absolutely. Thousands of people will be driving on these highways. You can see the interchange here of 84 and 91 behind me. You know, unfortunately, sometimes when we go to see our family, we come back with more than we bargained for, and that may be, you know, a cold or a virus of some sort. The CDC is actually warning people ahead of the spaces with large groups of people, like an airplane. Doctors suggest you may want to consider wearing a mask. Live here in Hartford, Jennifer Joas, NBC Connecticut News. Back over to you.
I hate that we're still talking about masks, Jim, but it really can protect you when you're gathering with your family. Hopefully we can help prevent some illness. Appreciate the latest.
Away from Hartford with some other common sense things, Jen, we can all do to make sure we're staying healthy and we're keeping our loved ones safe as well.
Hey, good morning. You know, this message really isn't about trying to scare people ahead of the holidays from doctors. They just simply are saying, you know, you love your family, you're going to probably see them for the holidays, and so you want to think about how to protect those who are most vulnerable to be getting really sick from some of these. And doctors also suggest that you test for COVID if you're feeling sick, if you have the flu or anything like that. And I'm going to send it back to you. In addition to these toys that have been on display throughout the morning for families to come and choose from, they've also been loading up these carts with more toys from Mattel to be passed out to families in the Hartford healthcare system.